Hi, welcome to this DMDF Tower Love reading. My name's Sophia. Welcome, Twin Flames, Lightworkers, Starseeds, Seeds from the Stars. So what I was picking up was ending old karmic patterns. Karmic isn't really good or bad. There isn't really such a thing actually on the planet. That's our perception as humanity is, well, what have we put out there from programs and beliefs, but karmic actually is a characteristic which we then place a label of good or bad. So it's ending what we would say is bad karmic patterns from past. So this is past life. You might be connected with like past life, Six of Cups, which is known as Twin Flame, Starseed Lightworkers anyway, to me as a reader, or Ashakit records. This is also connected to the Kabbalah because of the Da, the Severa Da is the hidden realm, which is actually, there it is, the Fool's Journey. So it's connected where you might, so in short, you might be learning about Ashakit records or finding out about that, might be learning astrology, might be finding out about Kabbalah, past life, or it's simply coming into your awareness. If it isn't, then I'm feeling the energy is ending past karmic patterns connected to you. Lightworkers starseed generally have some karmic pattern which they're ending within themselves or within others. So that's what I feel the energy is. So let's have a look to see what the cards actually say when it's connected. And like I said, the bottom, I pre-shuffle and then shuffle again when I'll click record. This is a new start. I feel the beginning, you might be feeling like I've said, I think, I can't remember if I said it on the tarot or in a Facebook group, stuff that's coming into your awareness. And people say to me, a load of negative. I'm like, when negative is coming into your reality and you're working on yourself, that is as within is coming without. It's coming literally out of you. So it's not a bad thing. You perceive it as bad. And I'm like, well, that shit was inside you. It's simply coming out, right? So you might have stuff that's bad happening. If it's not bad, then it might be actual DNA codes, upgrades, whatever you want to call it, symptoms, ringing ears, sicknesses, dizziness, all this kind of thing that's going on. This shift that's happening at the end, beginning of the year is connected to the end of the year, because what they're trying to do upstairs, planets, them lot upstairs is trying to get you on track at the beginning. That I'll give it, for example, in my situation, say is if trying to sort me and David now, say if we was in and out, up and down, whatever, and then the rest of the year, then okay, now I'm dating David, let's just say, my person, and now the rest of the year work out, how to date properly, get along. Because normally twin flame light workers is in and out, up and down. Are you together? Are you not together? This beginning is okay. Now we're dating. So let's now go and do that and make the relationship better. So that's why it's so kind of hardcore at the beginning of this year. And like I said, there's a karmic tie that you're ending so that the future, because people stay together, because of, the kids and that. And that is actually detrimental. Even if you perceive your relationship with your parents are good, it wasn't really, right? It's not that they weren't, they might have been even a twin flame couple, your parents, that's quite common, but they didn't do the contract correctly, which many, they were just got together, do you see? And because of that past way of living, they just stayed together. The new way now, which you're looking at, which you're living in now, twin flames ain't getting together. But back in the past with your parents, you got with someone, you had kids, you just stayed together. That old school of, we've got a kid, we're married, let's stay together. So this way is like, nope, we're working on the relationship, sorting out all the shit, and then set an example for the future. That's what's happening now. So let's see what the cards are excuse me, I'm saying. It's lots of things about communication as well. Your throat might be you know, doing what I'm doing here as well, and that's triggering the actual throat. And they keep telling me that it's not necessarily, because there's two channels with the throat chakra. It's about listening actually and speaking as well, and that's about telepathic communication and listening to people, because people literally don't listen. It's on my money program. It's the first thing. I'm like, you just don't listen. You don't hear it. You skim read. You think literally that's a program from schooling in itself, right? You sit down, you listen, and you think because you listened, which you didn't, that you know. You go to a lesson, okay, you've done that lesson, tick. I'm like, you just attended the lesson and listened to the teacher. You didn't learn nothing. So there's and that what fucks up the relationships as well, because you think you listen to your person and you're hearing them when you're not really. So the throat chakra is there's stuff going on there. You might have, you know, all that coughing and all is more of this kind of, I don't know, that stuff, right? Anyways, let's see what the cards say. Now, if you're new, hello, welcome to this community. You want to meet us lot. Some of us are all together collaborated in the Facebook group. The Facebook group, I might do another post, but not today. I'm still working on this health program. It's massive. It's more. Mission people, you'll get another video today, which I created about, not health, sorry, counselling program. Anyway, so there's a few of us in mission, so we all post and collaborate together. You got questions, you want to find out about how to get with your person, healing, all that. This is obviously, this is all connected to healing here as well, you know. So let's see, the link for that, look, death card. How many times this week? Death, tower, your person's going through it as well, right? Phoenix rising, more like with your person, Scorpio, right? It's kind of like coming out the ashes into being their more independent self. This is connected with both of you, really, the death card. Okay, let's just do this. So yeah, the Facebook group link in the description box. Okay, they want me to take them both. Purchasing, hopefully I'm looking into getting some nice new thumbnails, professional ones. Those are just mine. I'm not a professional artist, so which you see up there, so that's new. I can't wait to do that. That's another background stuff I'm doing. Death card, 10 of Wands, King of Wands. What's happening here? This is all your person. Interesting. They don't normally tell me about your person. And because it's all about you. So this is about you, how you're affecting your person. So this is releasing the mask that your person's wearing. It is about your person. The death card. This is connected to, yep, it's definitely past life stuff up in there, which past life is beliefs, traditions, religions, because that's from generation, right? This is connected to work patterns, babies, mums, all that kind of. It's more belief and traditions I'm getting with the death card. And it's one of those things that is ingrained in them that they don't realize they're actually doing it. Same as you, but this is about your person, so I'll say what I'm getting. It's definitely about the patterns that they hold on to, that they're manifesting back into their reality. And like I said, the children see that. People stay with relationships saying, well, it's so silly, you know, I stay because of the kids, and they can read you. They know when things are up. They know when you're unhappy. They know that kind of stuff. If you're in a relationship and with just their dad and you're unhappy, you know, they might not want a divorce, but if you're with someone over there and you come back home and you're really happy, and they know that that person is making you really happy, they've picked that up. You know, you can even say, I went out with a friend, but you're going to meet your person, and you come home to the partner, to the baby's dad or whatever. They can see that. And why they know that is because they don't have the interference of you, of a belief, a tradition or religion. Young children are normally with oneness with themselves. And particularly you, I normally pick up from, obviously, the informative years from 7, is when you start getting all the galactic and all that kind of, you know, why you're here. So that's why this is about your person, because they're more 3D. So you know, that's what his reading is, what you're supposed to do. You know that. There's plenty of videos I talk about you. So they're saying here in this reading, well, I'll see what this is about. This is what's happening with your person. 7 of Swords underneath the Death cards is, yeah, it's like you might say they're lying to you, and I'm like, well, they're lying to themselves, right? Which is a reflection of you lying to yourself. They're not necessarily lying to you. Sometimes it's not sometimes, but people who lie generally feel that's it. Like I will say to you lot, for example, why aren't you in mission? Right? And you'll make up these excuses. That's a lie. And you would say, no, it's true, right? I've got this, I'm already working, I've got 8,000 kids or whatever, right? And I'm like, but you still got time to do this. I don't have extra time. I make time, right? But you would say, no, and I'll be like, see, that, but you generally would say to me, you can't do it. I say, why don't you book me? I can't afford it. Another lie. If your children came to you and said, give me 90 quid, I think my image reading is 90 quid, right? You would get the money. So you're not starving, poverty, out, homeless on the street. You wouldn't be watching me. Do you see? That's what I'm saying here. 7 of Swords to the Death card. It's not literally how you perceive it to be, right? And that's what I said in my video, and I mentioned a little bit yesterday in the tarot reading, but I've done a video on the Facebook group. It's like, how dare tarot readers say, get rid of him, he's lying, cheating and stealing. 7 of Swords, what he's known as. And I'm like, no, they literally are mirroring to you. You're lying to yourself. You just think a lie is literally lying to say, oh, well, you know, I went to the shops and I bought some healthy food, and you literally didn't. No, this is a rooted belief system of what you think you can achieve, what you're doing, all that kind of thing. And that's what they mirror. And you might say, why does my person lie? And they're not recognizing it. And particularly if they're not recognizing it, you're lying to yourself. If you're like, they're constantly lying and I'm like, yeah, because that's what you're doing. They are an exact mirror to you. It's an impossibility on this planet, the air you breathe, to attract someone who you hate. Then there's something inside you've got to work on. That's the brilliance about this planet. You don't have to really, you know, and this is what the belief and tradition is programmed to. Well, get rid of that situation. It's like, no, you don't get rid of that situation. It's you look inside. Now, obviously, not everything that comes into your reality that's dark is bad. Not everything, because this planet's polarity is negative and positive. But majority of the things is from your belief or your tradition. 10 of which creates burdens on you, to 10 of Wands. So this is your person, but it's still you, because of it's saying what their burdens are is what you have burdens, as if, but not burdens, what burdens you carry. And the new start is here. This is death to the lies that you say to yourself and your person, right? Death. And the difference is you are inside, you are high priestess, right? You are spiritual, inner wisdom, inner knowing, all that, right? Your person is external. That's why when twin flames, well, this is the old, so I'm not going to go into that, but twin flames light workers are supposed to have the difference of polarity, because you live on the 3D. So your person is known as 3D and you known as 5D. But it's not just 5D. There's, you know, how many upstairs is unreal, right? So let's say 3D and up, right? So this is about your person. You say they lie, they carry so much burdens, they're working billion hours, they've got a billion kids and all that. And I'm like, yes, that's all inside of you. This is what is you have to understand, and this is what they're trying to end with your person. Now, it's interesting I said this reading is your person, because if you're not doing it, they will end it with your person, because you are the leader, because you are the feminine. Now, the feminine are the emotions, and emotions is the air you breathe. That's why you're the leader, because you teach them and others how to follow the energy, because everything is energy. Energy is everything, and energy is emotions. Energy in motions. And you are the feminine, man or woman. That's why you're the leader. So you're the leader. If you're not doing it, this is what the universe, the death card, right, is ending for your person, because they won't keep them tied to a contract with you not doing the work. They won't. And that's why twin flames don't get together, because the feminine insists just by doing Reiki and some tarot cards that that's enough. I'm like, from this deep rooted belief system, which I just gave an example, all of you that are watching, you can all afford to book me, and you will give me all a bullshit lie, cheat, excuse. I'm not making you book me. I'm just saying, literally, you will come up with some kind of an excuse of why you haven't booked me. Right? Even though, hear this, I don't know any other tarot reader that guarantees their work. Go into the description box and they give some bullshit about it's entertainment only, right? It's not entertainment. This is a story of your life. It's called The Fool's Journey. So it's a contradiction to themselves to say, well, look at me, I'm so amazing, but then this is entertainment. This is actuality of how you live on planet. That's what tarots create. Now, actually, it was created, oh my gosh, it was created because back in the day when they used to, burn the witches, right? When they used to talk about witchcraft. So tarot cards was created so that, you know, oh, well, they won't know what we're talking about. Let's do witchcraft in tarot. That's why tarot was created. So it wasn't really created, but it would, for people to know about the all alchemical elements and manifestation. The actual cards were created because of that story. That's why I went into that. But my point is, this is true, right? You're connecting with upstairs. They don't lie. You lie. Right? When people say, I don't know the cards, I'm like, don't need to know the cards. They tell you, you just need to open up to it. If you can't open up to it, it's because you've got darkness, death card. The King of Wands, this is release. Yeah, what I'm definitely seeing here is if you ain't doing it, upstairs is releasing your person from that karmic tie of them working, staying in a kind of relationship or doing the third party situation over there for themselves because you ain't yeah, Two of Cups underneath your person here. Is so they choose Two of Cups. And the Lovers to me is, but Two of Cups is you and your higher self. So you choosing you. This is what it's about. You choose you. All of the work I'm putting in, you'll see, you mission people, I'm giving another video today, which they get all the stuff for free, which I create, then they sell it, right? It's all about you working on yourself, because you can't do anything and to anyone else. All you can do is influence them. And if you're not influence them, like I said, the karmic, oh, no wonder why, the karmic tie with your person will be ended because you are choosing not to see it. Seven of Swords. You're choosing to point the finger at your person. You're choosing to blame others. Well, I can't afford you, Sophia. I think I said that. I am pretty much the only one who guarantees tarot. I don't only guarantee tarot, I guarantee money back, guarantee an image reading, which no one knows it. No one does image readings. They might be doing now because the community is getting a bit bigger, you know, so they're copying my coming out there with the image reading. No one guarantees that. No one guarantees their programs. I guarantee the counselling, I guarantee everything, right? And you know what? It's not even me being vain. This is what anyone can do. Why? Because when you're connected with upstairs, it's truth. When people have a go at me, for me having a go at them, I'm not having a go at you. I'm telling you truth, right? I don't have a go at anyone. Having a go is saying, oh my gosh, you look nasty. That dress you got on, what you doing with your hair, right? That's having a go. I will say, you're not doing the inner work. Why are you doing this? Why are you defensive to your person? I will tell you truths. If you want to hear bullshit, this is ending the bullshit. This is fake tarot readers going to book them when they clearly say this is entertainment. Don't ask for a refund and all this kind of thing. You know, it's like, that's what this is ending. Stop lying to yourself. And like I said, if you're not doing it, that's why I was like, why is this your person? It's like, well, they will. And I'll tell you why this is happening. Because once again, you lie to yourself. You will say, okay, my person's not coming towards me because they're over there in a third party situation. Just say they are, right? Now, you will know if they are. Don't make it fit. So they're over there with Sarah Jane. And you're like, okay, well, when they leave Sarah Jane, then they come towards me. Once again, this is ending this bullshit. No, you know you're different. So you will see your person move out with Sarah Jane, right, and go live for themselves, or go live with Mary Jo. And you're like, what the fuck? And I'm like, I told you, because you ain't worked on yourself. Laws of the planet, you love yourself, they come towards you. Oh, I've done all the healing, I've done all the work, Sophia. Well, why aren't they there then? Because you went to easy tarot readers who licked your ass and said things that you want to hear but didn't guarantee shit, right? Didn't guarantee shit. And that's why I offer the guarantee. And like I said, it's easy because it's not even me. I get the downloads mixed in with obviously experience of what to tell you what to do. It's really easy. The counselling to me, it's not hard because it's downloads of what to do. You're just blocked on it because you're in the dark. So this is about, yeah, look, Seven of Swords to the Nine of Swords, ending this nightmare situation of carrying burdens, which ain't yours, to be honest with you, because even my Ten of Wands is, see all the trees, they're closing in. Anyway, and it's like the walls are closing in here as well. Anyway, so this is about, you can't, I don't know, I've got to do the definition of the cards. This is ending all that nightmare situation of my person's carrying burdens. They not, what they're going to do? You're sitting there, you're not doing nothing. They're just going to carry this burden, be with this third party, friends, family, working themselves to death until you just decide to do it. It's not going to be a situation where, and I keep saying that, where some spiritual leaders say, I started shaking in the room, the earth started moving, I saw these visualizations, archangel was talking to me, and then I knew I had to start mission. It's like, no, you get off your ass, mate. And that's what you lot ain't doing. You're just refusing to see it that way. And that's exactly what this is about. Well, it's like you're not holding back they're ending the karmic ties, and that's what they're doing with your person as well. The underneath is that, yeah, creating balance of this staying, I'll show you there, creating balance of this you choosing to control this, staying in an uncomfortable situation. Justice card and the Hanged Man. Justice is, it just is, right? You got to do it. The feminine has to lead, right? And balance this out. If not, you're staying stuck on this tree, right? Because the hangman is hanging off a tree. A tree is a root, belief system. And hanging upside down is uncomfortable. That uncomfortability is this. 10 of Wands, 7 of Swords, 9 of Swords for love. The uncomfortability is can't figure out how to get to love. You can, right? Literally, you may not, but we can. You can buy, I'm going to try to do next, flipping heck, so much to do. Write down a list of people you could, write down mission people so you know who they are, and do a page of it, right? So you can choose who you want to buy if you choose not to buy of me. But I don't know why you won't buy of me. What? Because I'm telling you truths. This is an uncomfortable position because you choose not to jump into the unknown. Queen of Cups, thinking that you're doing enough here. But it's not working. The uncomfortable position is, I want my person, but it's not happening. I want my person, I'm going to try it, 3 swords, heartbreak. Then you start again. I want my, this is dying. It's like, no, we're releasing your person from this pattern of that. Going round and round and round with the hangman. So it's up to you. This is the Lovers. So let's get one for your advice and one for your person. Let's see what the cards say. Advice for you. 2 for you. And this is, it's like, how many times, I don't know how long you've been on tarot, but, oh, your person's coming back. They love you. They miss you. I think my one was emotionally, they're going to invest, which is correct and stuff like that. And then it's like, no, they're a fucking idiot. Get rid of them. Separation. And then it keeps starting. Oh, you're back together. They love you. They miss you. It's because you're not doing it properly. It's ending it. It's ending it. That's what it's doing. And like I said, your person's going to choose love of himself. Oh, and 2 for your person. Yeah, 2 is a choice. Twos are the path, right? So let's see what you say. Oh, this came out yesterday. I'm standing with you. 3 of Pentacles. This is teamwork. So this is the advice for you to collaborate. 3 of Pentacles is collaboration, which also is collaboration with your lightworker starseed. Was supposed to be together. It's an absolute, that's what I'm saying, this contradictions is fucked up as hell. And I know there are spiritual leaders that listen to me. I damn well know that, right? Because I listen to spiritual leaders myself, right? And if they do, I know I trigger them, because I'm like, it is a contradiction for you to then quote and say, we are all one, right? I don't know why the people believe there's a separation when we're all one, but you stand over there solo. We are all one, and we're supposed to be working as one. Particularly light workers, stars, anyone who has that label spiritual, anyone who is spiritual knows about there is no separation. This is 3 of Pentacles. And that's why I create this I would be, oh my gosh, overly minted by now if I just done this for myself. But the point is, I'm abundant and minted anyway, right? It would just be the money would come in just purely from greed. And then that will either slow down or I wouldn't get love. All these spiritual leaders that they're single, you must master love of self, love of yourself. And they know to collaborate. Their version of collaboration is me teaming with a spiritual leader, and you see those videos on YouTube where they're talking to someone, or that's not fucking collaboration, that's showing off. And I will say that to anybody. That's just showing off. That's like someone asking me, and I've had people to ask, oh, can I interview you on my channel? No. Have you got a community of people? No. Plus, I don't believe in that, because if you're watching this, you're supposed to start with me. Period. You're attracted to me for a reason. So you've got your own people you attract, and you ain't doing the work like me, because you would be collaborating with others or having a community of yourself. So you're just watching me and thinking it as an opportunity of money. That's why I say no, right? Collaboration is not just with your person, it's with others. This is for you, Divine Feminine. Divine Feminine, it's about how you communicate. I think I already said that with the throat chakra. Trust me, like I said with the Seven of Swords, I don't know how many times I say to people, say this to your person, literally, right? Say this. And they come back and they say, I said what you said. I go, oh, all right. I say, how's you? You go to my communication tool. How's you? How's you? How's you? I don't know how many fucking times. That's why I made the communication tool, because don't listen, right? Communication, right? I said, how's you? And then I said, how's your children? Oh, I'm going fishing. And I said, I didn't say that. I said, how's you? Right? Communication. You don't listen. That's why I said there's two channels to the communication of the throat chakra. It includes listening. Seven of Swords, not listening. Divine Masculine. Can't wait to look, hear, right? Listening, to hear you, back from you. Eight of Wands. Oh my gosh, this is communication again. Eight of Wands. If you're not you're not understanding the communication on here, you won't get it upstairs properly, neither. You won't. This is also about ego and reptilian brain, and I talk about that. I think it's in my Twin Flame program, but a lot of that is in my actually on the counseling, because it takes a lot to drop your ego to say book me and join this community, because your program belief is of something else. So you have to actually say, yeah, I was wrong. And instead of doing that, you choose the thousands of other tarot readers that lick your ass, even though, right, they're not intentionally going out there to lick your ass, but that's what they're doing. But even though they don't guarantee their work, that's why you don't get your person. It's like, fuck that. If I can collaborate with strangers, people in mission, you lot think we're all buddies. Well, we are, but I don't know. Just like how you're watching, we all didn't know each other, all of us in mission. But I help you to be a version of your own independent self. I never call them lot staff, for fuck's sake. They're not staff. They've got their own business over there, right? If I can do that, right, others can. That's me coming out of my ego, right? If I'm making programs and I'm giving it straight away to people for free in mission, that's part of the payment scheme, and then giving them to sell it, and sometimes over me, right? That's when I come out of my ego. But you lot are like, oh, I'm not, and fuck off, right? This is what this is about. So this is about communication. And like I said, your person, generally with a twin flame, right, they, so long as you're not really, really bad, they always open up to you. They always come back to you. It's always how you're doing it wrong. As soon as I put you on track, oh, my person replied, oh, they're communicating back with me. As soon as I put you on track, as soon as you remove that negative, they communicate. So I can't wait to hear from you. Right, communication will be coming in. I'm always guided. Oh my, I just said that. I'm always guided back to you. These are these cards. Guidance and tarot. Yeah. Six of Swords. To move things forward. They are always guided back to you to move things forward. So anyways, join the Facebook. Go straight ahead and book me. I know. Facebook, you get far more information than this channel alone. I'm only doing one collective reading at the moment till I finish this counselling program, right? I'm counselling people and doing the program. That's why it's the delay. And then I'm doing back to probably four. And then when I get a download to do a collective, I will go back to do that. But anyway, but the Facebook, you get far more information and stuff in there, because there's all of us who are in mission posting there, so you can join. But the Facebook, my playlist, you can look at my playlist, which has all information as well. This planet is a physical, you hear that? The physical world, right? So you have to physically make the effort. Another bullshit theory of spiritual leaders who go up there and just show off, right? And that's all it is ego. Is I get these downloads, I'm going to tell you all the information I'm getting as a download. Well, that's easy. What physical work do you do? Physically coming out of your ego is actually doing something. Like I make in my physical program, I don't know how long you've been following me, of my counseling, all programs, right? There's physically effort, right? Physically standing there and getting a download. All right, making a channel is a bit of work, but once it's done, it's done. Then what else can they say? Right? Once it's done, it's done. Then what else are they making for humanity? They don't do voluntary work. They don't even, last weekend I went to the elderly home and speak to the elderly as a volunteer. I picked up some litter. I sat cross-legged in nature. Don't want to hear what the fuck you're doing, what you're doing for humanity. It's very important you understand that. So the downloads you get is not the physical of doing stuff. You have to actually physically do something that takes you out. The fool's journey is jumping, right? That's a physical act. Just getting downloads won't cut it. And that's why they're cutting the tie with your person. Because your person has to go and come away from family. Your person has to risk not being with seeing their children. Because baby's mum, they don't tell everyone your secret because of they risk baby's mum is a nightmare. They're going to take the children from them, right? You want them to risk all that. You want them to stop working 100 hours. You want them to do all that. And you're just sitting there, well, listen, matey, I get downloads, so I don't need to do nothing. I just watch tarot all day, right? Come on. You have to physically take action. That's why all these spiritual leaders are single. If you can't master the air you breathe, which is love, if they're all single, right, and they can't master it, or they're twin flames together and they don't guarantee their work, right, and they're doing stupidness of we love each other, yoga poses. I keep seeing this stupidness of yoga poses of twin flames together. I'm like, what the fuck's that got to do with you saving planet Earth? Come on. Once again, waking up, death card, out of your coma, right, waking you up. Plugged into the matrix. He was in that coma, right? Anyway, both of them were. Anyway, so I'm out. So, go to the website. So what I was saying, the Facebook the playlist ain't going to do nothing. The physical action of doing things is when things start moving. That's why wands is the top of the alchemical element. Earth, air, water, fire, action, right? No action with your person. I'm out. Speak to you later.